surrounded by the water, she is magnetic. However she goes, people lean in. Jimin is at her side like a cat that refuses to stop purring. You do realize you just made everyone in this room doubt their self-worth. I'm responsible for the fragile ego, Jimin. Young's ego is not fragile, it's a fortified style steel, where you are the flames hitting the cracks. Just then Taehyung appeared from behind her and leaned in close, not touching, but just enough to command the presence. Come with me. If this is about my dress, safely I wear it for the mirror, not the man. It's not for the public display. I didn't know I was your property. Your eyes are inch upon her, hate thick between them. She stepped even closer, lifting a brow. What is it, Taehyung? Can I look at you with I want you to? He stopped fixing, he does not respond. There's no need to. He grabs her waist not harshly but firmly and leads her away from the crowd. They stop under the soft pink highway lightning. A long silence stretches. Neither say a word, just have breathing eye contact, towards some tension. Taehyung voice rough, don't air that again. Still avoiding the real issue, I see. She gently pulls her wrist from his grasp, slowly and steady, no resisting, just like claiming. You don't hate whatever, you hate what it does to you. He exhales, stepping like third item. His shoulders press as if he is bracing for impact. She watches him for a bit, but then returns to walk away, only to stop as she sees someone leaning against the hardwood. What? Jungkook is standing there, a drink in one hand, the other resting in his pocket, unmoving, unblinking. He was not eavesdropping, he was waiting gently. I didn't realize this was a private show. It was when she walked past him. As she does, Jungkook's eyes briefly follow her, then shift to the Taehyung. You keep holding her hard like you want to let go, as you pull her in or step aside. Taehyung said nothing, but his chest rises tall and fast like he is holding backstone. Why returns to a group like nothing happened. The red dress still blazes in the dim light. Jimin tosses her a drink and Jin is ranting about baby wipes. But across the room, both Taehyung and Jungkook are watching from the different corners for the different reasons and with the same fire. The party has ended. The night is quiet. Street lights come above an empty parking garage where the silver cars play under the dim amber light. I stand next to her car, arms folded, waiting for the valet. Footsteps echo. Taehyung walks up behind us, silent but his expression roar. I am not turning. You always put people in the dark, or just the ones who are afraid to come. You think I am afraid of you? No, you are afraid of what I make you feel. Discuss for her, the tension breaking like a glass under the pressure. You are arrogant, like reckless. You talk like you own the people. And you act like the emotions are being you just because you cannot control them. Why am I so quickly? You hate women because you are weak. His voice rough and sharp and pained. No, he looks away once a hand his ear, swallow. Heartful once the mouth cracks complete. I hate them because I want to love them who destroy everything I love. Flashback to a young Taehyung no older than 12, watching his mother walk out with a suitcase, his father sitting alone at the kitchen table, broken and silent. David noticed filling up house empty juice by juice, piece by piece, being Taehyung in a too big suit, taking a job for above his age, lonely dinners, quiet grief, and ruthless ambition. Taehyung quietly and broken. She took everything, the money, the house, left my father to die in debt. I stopped believing after that in love, in women, in soft and while I'm not hurt, Taehyung, I know. Why? Then why do you still treat me like a threat? Because knowing does not mean trusting. A painful silence, his face flickers to hers once he's not composed, he's vulnerable. You trust people to break you before they get a chance to hold you. jaw flicks again. He looks like he wants to say something but panic. You think if you control every feeling you would not bleed, but control is not suffering. Then letting yourself free is. Then what happens when I do, when I let it happen and it destroys me? Then you rebuild again, but this time you don't have to do it alone. His spirit catches that pause, which is so immovable, finally grounds under the weight of the truth. Their eyes hold for the what feels like eternity. The moment ends, but when I step back, I don't know how, and I will teach you. Slowly I will walk away now and let you walk in that fortress with you. He flinches, the silence between them turns heavy again. This time with twice, Taehyung don't walk away. She nods and walks to her partner, away just giving him space. He stands there long after she drives off, the echo of her words ringing louder than the silence. Taehyung sits on his couch in silence, the moonlight cutting sharp lines across his face. He is scrolling through his phone, stopped on a picture one Jimin had taken earlier at the party. Finding the red pen behind her too close, he stares at it and without a word deletes the photo. The floor buzzes with the activity in turns, her stall, coffee machine hum and the skyline blazes behind the glass door, but in the middle of it all, Ryan sits confidently on a silk black couch, laptop phone in hand, enter Jimin gazingly, as always, flirting smite in place, his cheek in his pride. Jimin, you know I have been thinking why without looking up, dangerous hobby. Jimin, you and me, we did the exposing. I'm flirty, you are savage match made in cause. We did burn the world and look hot down in it. You and me, we did be exposed. I'm flirty, you are savage match made in cause. We did burn the world and look hot doing it. He walks an arm around her shoulder with a wink. Ryan, what makes you think I don't like my co-solo? Because you haven't pushed me off yet. She opens her mouth to reply when a dark shadow moves, then no touching my stuff. Black on black suit, no tie, top button unbuttoned. Sharp eyes looked on Jimmy's hand like it was a weapon. Jimmy, relax, yo. We were just talking Sanjay. And when am I your stuff? Since the day you walked into my office and did not leave. Awkward silence, fine rising eyebrow. Jimmy whistles softly. Oof, that's either romantic or a light age violation. From the far end of the room, Jungkook watches leaning against the espresso machine clamp on the outside where the brick on his mouth tightened. Jungkook, I need a drink. He turns and walks away, but nobody before looking eyes with one hand. There's something in his face, something unreadable but burning. Jungkook is alone, pouring cold water into a glass like it owns him money. Jimmy, you sigh to Jungkook saw what? The look, the tension, the jealousy creeping off your perfectly structured face. He does not deserve her. Then maybe stop watching and start acting. Back at the lounge, Ryan is Scrolling through something on her phone, Taehyung has not looked while you are not used to competition, are you, Taehyung? Jimmy, not competition. You don't get to decide it. I do. She stands slowly smoothing down her blazer, then leans in just enough for her perfume to hit him like a drug. While careful, Taehyung, the more you try to control this, the more fun is to break your rules. She walks but does not look back, but Taehyung gets never leaves her. Later that day, when unlocks her car, she is about to get in when the someone speaks behind her. Jungkook, you really don't see it, do you? She turns, he leaning in against the car beside her. And see what Jungkook, you are the first thing he cannot control, and it's driving him crazy. Why? And you, what's driving you insane? Jungkook, he passes and steps closer. Calm, confident voice, knowing that he's going to break you before he lets himself pass through. He walks away without another word, leaving her staring after him, rattled, just silently. The office silent. The glass wall usually seems shimmering with city lightning, feel like a prison. Jimmy leans against the conference table, stands, Jungkook is passing, facing near the window, fish clenched. You are telling me she's just vanished the hell. She was supposed to be at the campaign shoot. She never showed up. Did she answer your calls? Nothing, no text, no GPS, phone off, utterly past. Then Java's thing is not it. Kind of no answer, does not need to. He is alone, not pacing like a case anymore. He grabs his phone and dials a number he thought he did never use again. The voice on the other end poses Maldives. Min Daejun. Kim Taehyung, you sound scared. No, that news. Where is she? Safe or no, depends on her answer. You touch her and I swear. Relax, I do not take her for fun, just leverage. You know that deal. Sign over the expansion shares today or she disappears for good. You bring her back or I burn everything down including you. Tick-tock, damn. The clock's ticking, click the lines dies. Dim lightning water drips somewhere, rusted metal cats. Chain's lines is tied to a chair in the center of the room. Her ankles are bound and her wrists are knotted tightly behind her. A gone stands by the door and the leans on a table across from her, scrolling through a TikTok. This is your plan. Tie up a woman in a shed and wait. You must be little fun at parties. The gone stops. We are not here to talk. And thank God because you will be slapping great. Shut up. No, seriously, I have been on worse days. At least you brought ropes. That's effort. She leaned her head back casually. Taehyung is probably throwing things right now. Jimin definitely panicking and Jungkook either hacking your location or punching a wall. The one exchange the glances. I don't get why the boss wants her so bad. That's because he knows the only thing Taehyung cannot control is me. I am the glitch in his perfect world. As they get distracted, arguing over who has to watch her all night, Mayan stealthily shifts her right foot, her stiletto heel slides loose. She used to saw against the rope on her ankle. Teeny movement slowly and steady. Let her say she will be shut up eventually. Spoiler, I would be. The room is dark, one room snores loudly in the corner, the other is half asleep in this room. When finally frees her ankle, the one wrist slides the chain forward slowly, then crack, she drops down, hand in the spot and crawls behind a stack of chairs. She finds the window busted, barely open. It's the last whisper, Ryan. This better be worth the dry cleaning. She swings out the window, but her leg on the metal as she lands in dirt and runs. Ryan walks barefooted towards a gas station, heels in hand, her hair wheeled, dress torn, and she dies on a board phone. Ryan, yes, I know it's 3 a.m., but I am bleeding barefoot. I am still prettier than your last customer. Come get me. Taehyung sits in the silence on the floor, his phone beside him, the city glass twinkling through the windows. He has not slept. Jimin is passed out on a couch. Jungkook stands silently by the window, face stone cold. Suddenly, the front door opens in vast and bloody legs, messy hair, ripped breast, and one flawless knee. Miss me, Jimin? Oh my god, you are alive? Jungkook, she really a bird back savage. He rises slowly, shock, relief, rage. Everything light in his eyes, he crosses the room, stops in front of her, she looks up at him, tilting her chin in challenge. I don't say it, don't say. I told you so. He said nothing, just pulls her into his arms, hard eye breathing her in like oxygen. Jimmy, you climbed out a warehouse window, let our back barefoot, and even call us because I knew you did overreact and you were kidnapped. And I handled it. Sorry, Daddy. I suppose you are not the only one with control issue. If you ever scare me like that again, I will kill you myself. When you did miss me, that was turns away to hide a laugh. Jimmy clutch is just like his skin shoot. Daddy eyes. Someone written that down. I am using that forever. Jean. Already in my notes under the nickname ideas, also considering CEO of the cold and cough. Saying this is a nightmare. Why? Looked like you could use a little line therapy. The boys gather around her, Jimin forcing Jungkook green Spanish and Jin FaceTimes in with a panicked face and a half-eaten rascal. Lion was I have been escaping awkward tender state for years. A warehouse in a row, please. My unborn child just kicked from the drama. It's also because you just finished 4 kimchi pancakes. Calm down. Everyone laughs except Taehyung, who just watched her like he is something he can finally breathe around. Jungkook is boiling water for tea and Jimin making a smoothie with way too many strawberries. Jimin, you lie, she is immortal, no right? You cannot outpull that she is a walking Kdrama final. She is trouble. She's not for trouble. The best kind. Wine and stop grabbing a banana off the counter. I can hear you too, by the way. Jimin, we were hoping you would. Ryan stretches out on the couch, finally relaxed. Taehyung sits beside her, close but not touching the silence, heavy charged and Jin. Taehyung, you should have gone through that alone. You shouldn't have gone through that alone, Ryan, and you shouldn't have doubted I could. He glances at her, sharp, intense, but this time there is no cold, just quiet awe. Ryan, don't look at me like that, you will fall harder. Already did. The room goes silent. Even Jimin peeks out from the kitchen. Someone hugged me. That was actually romantic. Rain flashes against the window. The thunder rumbles softly in the distance. The city glows beyond the glass like a reckless sweep of the cold. Jimin sits on her couch, legs tucked under her mug with the tea in hand. Her eyes are tired, distinct like her body made it back safely. But her heart has not. But up, knock, knock, he does not move at first, then bang, bang, bang. Taehyung stands in the rain, no umbrella, no posture, clinging to his skin, hair soaked, eyes dark, haunted but alive, breathing hard as if he rains across the city without stopping. Ryan opens the door slowly, her expression unreadable. Taehyung, I don't care if I hate love, I don't care if I have been broken, all I know is I will when you are not around. I pass rain drift off his nose, her skin silent scratches. So, Taehyung, I saw am begging the savage to go easy on me. There is no more speak from her, not easy comment, just little still moment like they were exhales, then she reaches out, grabs his sock kite, and pulls him inside. No hesitation, the door slams behind them, and the storm breaks outside. She pulls him down and kisses him. Not so much wild, deep, dear. It's the kind of the kiss that say, I survived without you, but don't want to anymore. The kind of kiss that my sister was and reverse was. Think I am not good anymore. You were never.